every episode, I feel like
we get a little bit better.
It's feeling more natural.
Every episode is a little bit better.
Yeah. If you watched our first one, it was it's kind of a doozy.
Did you watch the first one?
I saw parts of it.
Okay.
Yeah, it was kind of a doozy.
Yeah.
But it's also, too, because it's, like, the first episode, so it's, like, hard to, like...
We quite literally just fucked up talking about ourselves.
Yeah.
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 It's really hard to talk about.
As soon as we finished talking about ourselves, it was like, okay.
Yeah, when we start talking, like, football and movies,
yeah.
like, it's so
I've had, like, have you ever had to write about yourselves?
Like kind of.
It's like
maybe like high school.
Very hard. Like I asked someone for like a letter of rec once.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't have time to write you one. Just write something, and then I'll sign it. And I was like, okay, cool, awesome.
Yeah.
And then I started doing like, what do I say? It's really hard to write about yourself.
And it's a letter of rec, so you gotta like make yourself like really sound good.
Yeah.
So you can't be like, well, I like this, but it's like,
my favorite movie is Batman.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back to another session.
Another Monday, another video, another guest.
With another filmmaker, Arya Zarifi.
Yes, sir. Hey. We have the man himself right here.
So
welcome.
You are director, editor, writer, cinematographer, or no cinematography?
I can shoot, but I prefer not to shoot.
You prefer not to shoot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Although there are times where like I'm working with cinematographer. They're usually my friends.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, just give me the camera. Like I know exactly what I want already. Just give it to me.
We were watching some of your stuff and we noticed that a fellow guest on the podcast.
Yeah, that's really cool.
You work with Anthony a lot.
Yeah.
I knew that you guys collabed, but frequently.
Frequently,
like
we're actually rivals.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
No, we
keep your enemies closer, right?
He's very good at what he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially like organizing productions. So it's like he's my rock. Amazing. I tell him that all the time.
Yeah.
Like one day we were supposed to we were shooting 2 videos in one weekend and he couldn't be there for one of them and I was like panicking going into it. Luckily it was fine, but I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do without you.
You don't have your man there.
Yeah, exactly.
You need that one person.
Yeah.
What do you consider yourself more though? Like do you like to say like you're mainly director, writer, or like all the above?
My main thing is directing.
Directing.
I don't consider myself a great witer, like putting the words on paper. It's more like the ideas,
the thought,
storyboarding,
the concept.
Exactly. But like, I mean, I like ideating.
Yeah. And then you edit everything you do as well.
Right? I do.
Yeah.
Although I actually like my main jobs that I get all the time are editing, but I actually hate editing.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're right there.
I've been doing it since I was like 7 years old.
Yeah.
With like a Lego Studios camera set.
Oh wow.
And I'm good at it, so I keep getting jobs, but like I don't like doing it.
Yeah.
If I could never get another editing job again, I'd be so happy.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So directing is your forte.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
Cool. You work with a musician, Popstar Nemo, a lot.
Yes.
We watched almost all of the music videos.
And you do basically all the music videos.
Yeah, you direct it.
Yeah, we've done like 15, 16 at this point since like
okay, we didn't watch
2011.
That.
But like,
my God.
When we started, it was like, I think it was more of like he just wanted to do it as like a, for fun.
Yeah.
He's actually my cousin. So
No way.
Wait,
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait,
He's my mom's first cousin.
Does
Does that make
No, because I'm related to you.
FYI, they're cousins.
My mom's side. But like maybe like you guys are not related through like while you guys are on my mom's side, you guys aren't related, I don't think.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Maybe in some like weird
I know for sure my mom is cousins with Ali.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
FYI, like I said, they're cousins and their family tree is
It's
It's
insane.
very large.
People always ask like how me and our other cousin are related, Yalda.
Yeah.
And I'm always like, this is so hard to explain.
Even the first episode when you're talking about how Milad is connected through you, like you guys say
that is very explainable though. Me and Milad are pretty.
I know, but
close.
even Milad is like you guys are like third cousins or something. But it's like so complicated.
Yeah.
Like how many cousins you guys have.
Yeah.
And like
it branches off a lot.
I'm over here with just 3.
But yeah, so
Popstar Nemo.
We started in 2011, and like we did one video. It was like just me and my little camera. I had like a Canon T2i at the time, and then maybe I think 2 years later we're like, let's do another one, and then we did another in the next year, and then around like 2017, I think he's like he wanted to do this for real. And so we started shooting like multiple videos in a year,
Mm-hmm.
and now we're at like 15, 16.
Nice.
So like the majority of them are from like 2017 on. And at some point he decided like, I'm going to start putting crazy money into these videos. And then the production value just like skyrocketed.
Yeah, that was actually something that we talked about. That the budget looked really nice for those videos. What was the first one
we watched?
Fill Me Up.
Fill Me Up.
Yeah,
yeah. That's like
the production. We were pretty. We know you're amazing, but we were pretty like surprised of like the production value.
Oh yeah, and now we have like a big crew.
Yeah, it's like full on crew and everything.
Yeah, we have like an actual cinematographer behind the camera. Like we have a choreographer, like Ryan Paige, very very talented guy. He's like worked with like all sorts of people, but
Ryan Paige, he's the guy from. Okay, we were looking at the credits. Also, what's the song too?
Ryan Page Me? Yeah, he wrote that with like him in mind.
Oh, gotcha, and then gotcha. That's so funny.
He's actually the doctor in the video.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
Yeah, because we were looking at the credits because we were like seeing if like Anthony did it with you and stuff, and then I saw Ryan Page, and I was like, that's the name of the song.
Yeah,
that's so funny.
He actually his second out. He has 2 albums out. His second album is called Bops About Boys. Each song is has like a boy in the name.
Oh, gotcha.
Like
gotcha.
Fill Me Up. Yeah. Ryan Page Me.
Got it. Yeah. So like it was like was it Fill Me Up Phil or something like that?
Yeah.
That's great. That's so funny. It's like his stuff is like very entertaining and very like out there with like.
Yeah. For the longest time when we first were doing this, I didn't know if he like took himself seriously or like he was trying to be funny.
Okay, that's what.
And then eventually he explained to me, and he said, "I see myself as like a mix of Weird Al Yankovic and Britney Spears." Okay. I'm like, that makes sense.
Total sense.
That's funny. Yeah. We also watched an interview with the two of you where he's talking about watching a Britney Spears video.
Yeah,
and he's like, "I want to do that." Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But we also didn't want to be like rude or anything to like laugh at it. Like we didn't know if his
he's trying to be funny.
Okay, yeah. That's what we thought too, because we were like. Because how some people are now like trying to do that just to get views and stuff. But like if he's doing it, like it's like I said, very entertaining. And very
he's always trying to be like, how can we make this funnier?
No, that's amazing. I
like
think it works.
I feel like people when they first watch his stuff, they don't. At some point, it suddenly clicks for them. They're like, oh, I get this now.
Yeah. No, it's amazing. I it's not my like go-to.
Yeah,
music,
it's not for everyone,
but it's entertaining. And like
some of it is very catchy too.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
But so you guys linked obviously because you're cousins. Yeah. But what made you want to continue working with him? Was it like were you inspired by his drive or like?
One thing I love about doing his videos is like I can do things that I normally wouldn't get to do.
Gotcha.
Like who else is gonna, let me shoot like a gay cowboy thing,
Yeah, in a G-string.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's some crazy things we always want to try, and like
that's sick.
I already have like some crazy ideas for like the next one, but I don't know if he wants to do it yet. Because they're like really out there, but we'll see.
Did you think that like music videos would be something you were interested in, or was it like originally just films, and then when you linked up with Nemo?
Well, I don't ever think it was like, oh, I want to do or don't want to do music videos. It was kind of like I like shooting things and creating things. Yeah. So like, why not?
Yeah, whatever it is. Yeah. You just rather create.
I'm not going to say no to like doing a music video.
Yeah, definitely. So what's your what's the like motivation or the thing, put words together, Dylan. Like when someone asks you to do a music video or even Nemo, like what's the main thing for you to say yes? Like is there something you're like, oh, I'll do this because you like this music, you like this song, or you like this idea? Like,
well, in terms of like Nemo, I'm always gonna do them. Like I'm never gonna say no. Granted, we'll talk about the idea and like narrow it down what the idea is, but I'm never gonna say no to doing a video for him.
Yeah.
But with everything else, it really depends on like who it is, how much they're paying, and what their budget is. Mm-hmm. Because if like some nobody comes to me and is like, hey, I want you to do this video, it's like, okay, well, you have to like throw something at me. Like if I would be willing to do like a music video for free if they're like, okay, I want to put like $10,000-$15,000 in it, and like I know it's gonna be amazing and look good on my reel. Yeah. Then I'll do it. Depending on like who it is. But
gotcha.
Like I'm I've had people come to me like, hey, I want to do this video, but I don't have a budget. I'm like, okay. Well, what you want to do is not going to look good. It's like, it's a waste of all of our time.
Yeah.
So
why even try?
Yeah. I did. You guys know who Young Gravy is?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I love Young
years
Gravy.
ago, like when he had like no listeners, I don't do this anymore, but I used to go on Spotify and like look at all like the up and coming playlists.
Yeah.
And I would like find their contact info and I'd just like reach out.
Sick.
Yeah.
That's
Good
smart.
idea.
That's
Yeah.
such
I
a
would
good
like
good
mass
idea.
send like emails or like Facebook messages or IG DMs and like
Yeah.
I had like templates where I just like change their name.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't have to like write something every time. But he was one of the ones I reached out to and he like we actually linked up
No
years ago
way.
and he didn't really have like a budget or anything and like I threw out some ideas at him, but he's like, what if I just showed up and like, we went around town and like shot something. He was like in town from North Carolina, I forgot where he lives, with like two of his buddies and like he came down from LA and I was in Irvine at the time, so he came to my place and like we just went around like Chapman and like it's downtown Santa Ana and like the Spectrum, just shot like a bunch of stuff with my camera.
No way.
Never got released. I still have it, but like
No way.
video was not great.
Yeah.
But I'm like seeing the videos he has now and I'm like,
But also, it's
Damn.
like you said, it's like back in the day when he's just starting. out
exactly.
too,
So he didn't like have any money, but I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I gave him a chance, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
But that's also good motivation for like up and coming people, like to do that.
Yeah.
Do that strategy, like go through the up and coming people
Mhm.
and go through
Yeah,
the
that's
DMs.
reaching out to people
Right.
like that is a
Like
great
it
idea.
doesn't hurt. Like we
Right.
were even just us talking just behind off camera just now before you got here is like asking like might as well like now ask like bigger people.
Right.
Because like what's the worst thing they're gonna do?
Yeah, for
they're gonna
sure.
say no or not
Right.
respond.
But you will have more luck reaching out to like smaller artists.
Yeah.
Because especially because the bigger people aren't reading those emails.
Right.
It's
Right.
all like
It's the
management and
management,
stuff.
yeah.
And like if you're nobody, like they're not gonna look at your stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But like with smaller artists, if you find like the right small artists, like look at Nima. When we started, it was like no budget and now he's like putting like thousands and thousands of dollars in these
Yeah.
videos. And
Yeah.
like if you link up with like the right artists, they'll want to work with you forever.
Mhm.
So then you guys will rise up together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
You know,
that's so dope.
Like, for example, look at like the Kanye doc, Genius. Like
Yeah.
oh yeah.
they were like, oh, this guy Kanye, let's follow him
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Just they fucking
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
never know. So like don't burn any bridges.
No,
Yeah.
for sure. And we talk about that all the time too. It's like, yeah, it's good to have the talent and stuff, but just being a good person in itself
Yeah.
is like, and being who you are is like,
Yeah.
that's going to take you way longer and more longevity in
Yeah.
the whatever career you want.
Right.
Yeah.
I have like an artist I used to work with.
Uh-huh.
I won't say their name, but like I used to work with them for like years.
We'll bleep it
Yeah.
out.
And at some point I realized like he's a joke. He's not gonna go anywhere. And like this is a waste of all of our time. And he was like huge liar too. Like would always like try to bullshit me and everyone around us. And one day I just like, stopped working with him. But I didn't say like I'm gonna stop working with you.
Mhm.
I just kind of like drifted away. And then like years later he comes to me, he's like, hey, I have this video idea I want you to like direct. I was like, okay, cool. But I went in with this mindset of like, okay, I'm gonna do like bare minimum.
Yeah.
I told him, I'm like, I don't want to like do any producing. I'm just coming in direct. I'll show up to like meetings to do ideas. We had one meeting and it went nowhere.
Really?
And he's like, okay, I'm gonna reach out to these people and like, okay, that's a plan. We got a plan going. Never reached out to anyone.
Wait, can you say the name? We'll bleep it. We'll bleep it.
You wouldn't know him.
Oh.
He's a nobody.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. I wish it was like a real artist.
I know, I thought-
like really spill the tea.
I
but, like,
thought he was going to say like Kanye.
yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
But no, like even in that case, like I wasn't like this is a waste of my time. I'm walking away. To him,
Uh-huh.
I just kind of like was like, all right, bye, and
Mm.
just never burn bridges because you never know. Like, what if he did come back and he's like
yeah.
all of
yeah.
a sudden like making it?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
that's
Yeah.
very true.
he's like, why would I want to work with that guy that burned me in the
yeah,
past?
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's you guys
I was gonna
Wait,
ask.
hold on. Can I just blow my nose real quick?
Yeah,
Yeah,
hey,
all good, all
we,
good.
we unfiltered, unscripted.
Yeah.
You're gonna get all of it.
Get all those boogers.
Yeah,
Get a close up of
exactly.
the boogers.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Brandon's gonna get that close up.
Oh, I hate that this is happening. All right,
All good.
I'm good.
Um,
All right.
Are you more of a freelancer, or do you consistently make things with people, or like do you
Like a team. Do you have
Yeah.
a company under?
I have go-to people. I actually own my own production company with two
Okay.
friends.
Okay, sick.
During the pandemic,
I knew this.
Yeah.
I knew this.
during the
Yeah.
pandemic, we were all like, so it's me and two of my friends, and they're actors.
Yep.
So during the pandemic, like it was like summer of that year
Mhm.
of 2020, we were all just kind of sitting around. We're like, none of us have jobs. You know, there's no acting gigs.
Yeah.
And like I'm unemployed right now because like I had got fired like when the pandemic started, which was the best thing to happen to me. But like
Sarcastically or like
no, I'm
realistically?
serious. Like
Oh.
I got laid off like right at the start,
Yeah.
and it was the best thing to happen to me. Yeah. So I know it sucks to say, but like I thrived during the pandemic.
Yeah, it's always like it's interesting to hear people's like.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're sidetracking hella, but like it's interesting. Like some people think the pandemic was like amazing for them.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So.
But so we were like, let's start a production company because we already do it already.
Yeah.
So the production company is called Play Pretend Media.
Play Pretend.
Yeah, PPM, and we already like do this and make videos for people. So it's like, why not just put a name under it?
Yeah. Yeah. Totally.
And yeah, we've been, right now that's like more of a side thing because like we're trying to get like gigs and like clients and stuff. That's our main thing that we spend most of our time doing. But the goal is for that to be the main thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you able, because living in LA and being an artist is very, very expensive. Are you able like to sustain yourself on these films?
Yeah. So
amazing.
No, well, no, not on the
Okay.
not on the films. Sorry.
Okay.
So
No.
I work for multiple companies as an editor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sick.
So
But you're still doing it.
yeah, I basically have 3 full-time jobs at the same time.
Okay.
But as a creative, as an editor,
Yeah.
like something you want. Right?
Yeah. So like even though I said like I hate editing, I would rather do this than like sit in an office
Oh
doing
yeah,
like
for sure.
Oh,
bullshit
that's what I'm
work.
saying.
Yeah. And I work from home, so like
That's
I literally
easy.
go from my bed to my desk.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like just bought a standing desk finally, and like
Yeah.
Those are the-
life changer. Yeah, automatic like
Yeah.
bamboo top.
Yeah. Those are clutch.
Yeah, dude, that's the dream. Just being able to live off of what you want to do.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
like back to your question, yeah, like I have go-to people
Yeah.
that I always want to work with, because it's like why would you want to work with someone new that doesn't understand how you work?
Yeah.
And like I have very specific ways I go about things, so like
Yeah.
the people I work with understand me.
Yeah.
And like we have a really good collaboration process, and I like what they bring to the table. Like
Yeah.
Anthony, for example.
Yeah.
You
know,
guys have a formula.
Yeah, like
already.
every time I want to work on something big, Anthony's the first person I go to. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Sick.
help me like start to plan this.
He DPs for you, right?
No, I have a DP.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Anthony's a very talented DP,
Yeah.
but I have like an actual like another DP
Yeah,
that I
yeah,
usually
okay.
use. Yeah.
Fire.
Very cool.
That's sick.
I lost it. Hold
Take your time.
on. It was about Play Pretend Media. Oh, the 2 actors that you work with.
Yeah.
Were they just like? Did you meet them working on a film and you
No,
were like, I
so
like these people?
one of them is one of my best friends.
Oh, cool.
His name is Theo Iyer.
Oh, cool. He was in.
He's in the.
The morning show. He was just in the morning show.
Was he really?
Did you watch
Wow.
the morning show?
We were saying we
did.
saw your films though. We saw.
Oh
your-
yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
short films.
Yeah, like
He's
was
the
it,
Indian guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the one where he?
Moving on. We saw Moving On.
Yep.
The
and
other
then-
one.
and then-
He actually
and then-
wrote that one.
Oh really?
Yeah,
The one where he's like the business guy.
No.
Power
Moving
Trip.
On-
Power Trip.
That was
Moving On was the
Yeah.
one of my favorite things I ever worked
Yeah, those
on.
were good.
Thanks.
We really enjoyed watching that.
How old are those movies?
Power Trip 2016, I think.
Mhm.
Moving On, we did shortly after, I think 2017.
Gotcha.
So I hadn't worked on a short film until like last year. So we're like, I'm editing a new one right now,
Sick.
but he's not in it for the first time. But yeah. But me and him, we met in high school.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And like we kind of started becoming friends through like someone else. And then I realized one day, like, oh, you're an actor. And actually his first go into acting was like a school play,
Mhm.
like a production of Holes.
Okay.
And I found out he's an actor. I'm like, hey, I'm writing the short film. Like, I want you to, star in it.
Yeah.
And then our friendship just started from there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And there's another actor that is.
So the other one is Alyssa Bonito. She is his girlfriend,
Okay.
which is they went to NYU together,
Mhm.
and that's how they met. And then that's how I met her through. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You said Theo. His name's Theo, right?
Theo Iyer.
He's on
Yeah.
Morning Show now.
He was in the last season of Morning Show.
I
Yeah.
need to watch it.
Yeah.
I'm on the.
Are there 2 seasons?
Yeah.
Okay,
He's,
I
in the
haven't seen the
he's only in
second
the second season.
I haven't seen the second
Yeah,
season.
I haven't seen it.
Wow,
yet.
hell yeah, good for
He was
him.
also
That's
in
awesome.
For All Mankind, the Apple
the other
Space
Apple
show. Yeah.
Wow.
He's in a
okay.
couple episodes. He's been in like a couple independent films, I think.
Good for him. Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing pretty well.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
What's the next step for you then? You said you haven't worked on a short film.
Well, I'm editing my
You're
new short
editing
film right now.
short
Yeah.
film.
It's called Greta. It's about like this guy who he just learns about Greta Thunberg and then thinks he can like single-handedly save the world.
Amazing.
But like goes crazy trying to do it. Yeah. So
is it your movie or someone?
it's me and my friend Rajiv Rao. We like created it together. We've the one before Power Trip, we directed before Power Trip together. Okay. And so this is us like getting back together to do this.
Sick.
To like hopefully use this as a way to like raise money for the bigger idea we have past that.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Is there anything that like that you're working? Is there a certain thing that like you're working towards? Like, do you want to direct like a feature? Is that what
that would be the dream?
That would be the dream. Okay.
Definitely not an easy task
for sure
at all.
Yeah.
You know, if I can like continue directing music videos on the way to that, you know, but there's no like path. It's like,
for sure. Yeah.
As much as like you want to plan like your trajectory in production stuff, like you can't predict like how it's going to play out. Like if you say like there are steps you can take to like directing a feature, which is like you can just do it on your own. You don't have to wait for someone to pick you up, you know. But like besides that, like there's no like direct line you can take.
You can't like do this, and this, and then you direct a feature.
Yeah, well, you can
if you do it yourself.
Yeah, but it's like if you want to like work for a studio, it's like that's a whole other process, you know. And there's no like answer to that.
Yeah,
most of the time it's just like who you know. Like that is really the truth, you know.
Huge.
Like all the jobs I have right now are because I worked with people that now work at these companies. I didn't interview for any of them. They just said, "Hey, do you want to come on board?" Said yes.
Nice.
So
networking.
And don't burn bridges.
Yeah.
You sounds like you're like a very open, creative person. As like whatever work, you're open to whatever work comes your way.
Yeah.
Because like
I think you have to be.
Yeah. At this point in my like in my life and where I'm at, like I'm not gonna say no to most things unless, like I said, unless like
the budget,
there's no money in it. This is gonna look like shit. Like why would I want to do this?
Because I know there's some people out there that I've worked with or heard of that is in the business that will only do like. They'll only do this music video because they like the song, or they only do this music video because the followers, or blah blah blah.
I mean, you can do that, you know. If you have like the ability to do that, like that's great. Like I know eventually I will get there where I can say no to things. Like I've already started saying no to certain things because I'm like my time is really valuable. I'd rather do something else with this time. This is gonna take a lot of time. I'm not gonna work on this. For like you want to pay me like $400 for like this video that's gonna take like couple weeks to film, like absolutely not.
Yeah, 100%.
Like I have to eat too.
Would you rather though? Like what's your favorite to direct? Is it music videos or is it movies?
Music videos are a lot of fun, but like live action like feature type stuff is like my favorite to do.
The dream.
Yeah.
What kind of music are you into? Since you do a lot of music videos.
Yeah, so music's like my second passion.
Really?
Yeah, so I listen to like an absurd amount of music. Like
all range.
New Music Friday starts for me Thursday 9 p.m. I'm on front of the computer on Spotify.
Yeah.
So like I'll always like look before, like on Tuesdays I'll look at like what's coming out this weekend. Like I have like multiple websites I go to that like give a very substantial list of like everything.
You are a real music listener. Wow. I don't even do
and I'll save like everything except like I don't listen to like country pop.
Oh, amen. Yeah. No country for me.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'll do, like, Orville Peck and stuff. Like,
I don't even know.
He's, like, more, like, old school country.
Gotcha.
You know? Like, similar to, like, Johnny Cash and stuff.
I listen to Johnny Cash.
Yeah, like, it's more, like, in today's, like, music world, it's more, like, folky. Like, little rock folky, you know? It doesn't sound like country pop. But, so I'll save, like, everything. So I end up with, like, 30 albums.
Jesus,
like... hundreds of songs.
Are you one of those guys that have like playlists for every scenario in your life?
No. Okay. Although I do have like some for like I have a like no, but like so I listen to everything in a given weekend, and then Monday I have a playlist that like I share with people all the time where I update it with like every Monday with like the 30-ish best songs of the weekend. So I do try to like finish everything before like Monday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And you do like a yearly song list, movie list.
My favorite albums, my top movies. I enjoy lists. I'm a big list guy.
I have a really big issue with like ranking things.
It can be hard. I can't rank albums.
Okay.
I can be like, this album is better than this one.
Yeah.
Or like, I like this one better, but I can't rank albums. It's way too hard to do.
Yeah.
So if I ask you, like, what's your, like, go-to artists or go-to albums, can you not even do that? Like, can you rank those?
It really depends on, like,
Your mood?
the mood, I guess. I don't have, like, a lot of times I don't have, like, albums that I'm, like, I go to. I always, like, spend time listening to, like, new albums, like, over and over again. Like, these days, I don't usually go back to, like, older albums. Even though, like, I've spent a lot of time with older albums, it's, like, you know, I'll spend, like, the year listening to, like, one album, and then the next year I'm, like, moved on. Not that, like, I don't care about that album anymore. It's just, like, I want to keep up with everything.
Yeah.
You know? I don't want to be, like, one of those, like, older adults, like, and I'm, like, 60 years old. I'm, like, what are the kids into these days, you know? Like, I want to, like, always know exactly, like, what's popping right now, you know?
I think that's the power of social media, or just, like, the media and music today is, like, we're so exposed to it.
Right. There are, like, some artists out now that is, like, they're, like, really popular with younger kids, and I'm just, like, it's not good.
Can you please tell, you guys say one artist that you...
Like, okay, like, I think, like, Polo G, majorly overrated.
I don't like Polo G.
It's very, like, there's nothing special about it. Like, I always listen, because I've listened to so much music, I'm always looking out for, like, give me something new, like, to get excited about, or, like, at least something that, like, I have a lot of guilty pleasures that, like, you would never think, like, I'd be into, but, like, at least give me something to, like really enjoy, you know?
Yeah. What would you say, what artist has done that for you recently?
Oh, man. Okay, one of my favorite artists, he's, like, one of my idols, is Stromae. His new
Stromae.
album is incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's gonna be at Coachella.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
And then I just bought a ticket to see, his only other, like, California show this year is in San Francisco in October. So I'm going to go. Yeah.
Nice.
What genre is he?
He's like,
he's a French artist.
he's like pop, but it's not like traditional pop. And he's Belgian and he speaks French, but
Oh, is he not?
no, he's not actually French.
Oh,
Because
wow.
in Belgium they speak French.
Okay. Yeah.
But he's like, the level of popularity there is like Justin Bieber here.
Oh, shit.
He's massive. He's been around for like years, but just released a new album. It's
Yeah.
incredible.
I got into him like the last year and a half.
Yeah.
I've been listening to him.
His live shows are nuts.
You said like
Yeah.
this set was one of the best sets you've ever
Like,
seen.
Top 3, if not the best I've seen at Coachella.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's nutty.
I didn't know you were so into music. So okay, I know when you were younger, you briefly DJ'd.
I did.
Was that ever like, I want music to be my thing?
No, it was
Okay.
like, I enjoy DJing. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
I haven't
Like
done it.
real DJ, or you just play a playlist?
No, like
No, he was
actual DJing. Like, I
parties.
DJ'd like some parties, some
Yeah.
events.
Cool.
But like, I can never I like for a moment try to get some gigs and like make money doing that.
Yeah.
Could never really get much gigs. Like, I did one here and there, but like never enough to sustain it, you know? And then it was funny actually, like when I was at home, like when the pandemic hit, I like pulled out my old turntables. It's like, I haven't done this in so long.
Yeah.
Sick.
It was so hard. I was like, I'm so rusty. It's not like a bike where you can just like get back on. It's like,
yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Whoa, that's I asked that because you know how some DJs now they just play a playlist. And,
Yeah.
you know, like they
Pre-
do.
No, like I was
Pre-mixed and all
actually
that?
like mixing.
That's sick.
Yeah.
I always
yeah.
like.
What are some of your guilty pleasures?
Yeah, I was gonna go back.
I'm a massive ABBA fan. Like,
Really?
That's not a guilty pleasure. I don't think.
well,
that's
okay, some people think it is, but like massive. Like Mamma Mia 2 is one of my favorite movies of all time.
I think that's more a
really?
guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is actually like a really good movie. Like, it was on my top 20 list like in 2018 when it came out.
Wow. Okay.
And I'm just yearning for like the third one to finish the trilogy.
Are they making a thing?
I've heard like rumblings of it. Like, I think the pandemic kind of pushed them back, but like there's still so many songs. Like, I did a drive from San Francisco back to Irvine once, and I'm like,
Only
I'm gonna.
ABBA.
I just listened to all their albums like chronologically, and I was like, there's so many good songs left that I haven't done.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you have seen Mamma Mia 2, but it's like,
I've only seen the first one.
this is way better than the first one.
Okay.
Yeah, like
We'll have to watch
it's
it.
actually a really well made film.
Okay.
Like, even if you're not into ABBA, like there's like production stuff. There's like shots that you're like, these are really creative shots.
No,
and,
I
like,
remember when the
editing
first one,
choices.
because my mom is a big fan of
Yeah.
the first one, and I remember when it came out. I enjoyed it too. The first
Yeah.
one I thought it was really good. It was like different because like it's the music ABBA they're playing, and it's like a whole story.
Right.
Yeah.
Surrounded with ABBA.
He's coming to the ABBA dance party.
Oh, let's
he
go.
just gave me a ticket.
Yeah.
And I sent it to like a million people. I'm like, we have to go.
Yeah.
There was an ABBA night at a bar once, and it was like the most fun night.
Gotcha.
And I was like, we have to recreate
For the
that.
audience, we're going to a concert.
An ABBA.
It's not even a concert. It's just like
yeah.
they're just gonna be playing ABBA and like disco hits.
Yeah. I showed it to him, and he like immediately purchased tickets for it. Yeah.
I send it to everyone.
I wasn't even. I was gonna buy a ticket too, and then sadly we found Milad was gonna go.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
got tickets for me and Milan, and we found out that it was a 21 and over event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, we love you, Milad.
Yeah.
Get a fake.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Don't put that in public.
Cut that.
Yeah,
Cut that out.
cut that.
Okay, let's hear. I know because we talked about me and you, The Green Knight.
Yeah.
Was like one of your favorites.
That was my top of 2021.
Of the year. Yeah. What are a couple of your favorite movies of all time? I don't think we've talked about that.
Well, so just to make the clarification, when I say favorite, it doesn't necessarily mean the best movie of all time.
We had this conversation.
Because that's a huge difference.
Yeah.
Like, for example, like Jackass could be one of your favorite movies.
But it's not like...
you know, art house cinema.
Have you seen
know?
the new one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've never laughed that hard in a movie
Dude,
theater.
I hadn't laughed that hard in so long in a
it
theater.
was amazing.
I saw it like opening night, and like I at some point like no sound was coming out of me because I had no more left to give. Yeah.
Mind you, a lot of penises, but
This is the most they've ever done penis.
but it's so good.
No, we've talked about that though, like because I don't remember who we were talking to, but they said that was like their favorite movie of all time, and I asked them,
Jackass?
I was like, no, just whatever, like X movie. I
Okay.
don't remember what they said, but I was like, is that your favorite movie or like the movie you think is best made? And it was just their favorite movie.
Yeah.
But what are your favorite movies? Not the best.
So my favorite movie of all time, I'm like a huge Star Wars fan.
Oh,
okay.
Welcome.
Yeah, it was the first movie I remember
club.
seeing in theaters when they did the re-release in '97.
Yeah.
Leading up to Phantom Menace. I was like 5 years old.
Yeah.
I remember seeing all three of the original trilogy in theaters, and changed my life.
Yeah.
But the other ones are like Back to the Future, Clockwork
Dude,
Orange.
Brandon is gonna love you. That's his favorite. Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of people's favorite movie. It's incredible. Clockwork Orange. I'm a huge Stanley Kubrick fan.
Yeah. Great.
Borat. Yeah, and then Superbad. Controversial to say right now, but Woody Allen's Love and Death. It's like
I don't think I've
from
seen
the
that
70s.
One. Yeah.
One of the funniest movies you'll ever watch.
Okay.
I know he's like a terrible person.
Yeah.
But like you can't deny like it's a hilarious movie.
Yeah.
There's just like a lot.
Give me one or two that you think are the best made movies.
Oh man, I mean, there's obviously
there's
like,
too many.
There's the obvious answers. Like I can give you like Godfather, Casablanca.
Okay.
But there are a lot of like really well made movies that don't get like the shine they deserve, like The Green Knight.
Yeah.
In like
dude,
recent times.
Very little people that I have spoken to like that movie.
Yeah, and then like last year, another one was like Titan. Or Titan.
We need to watch that.
Titan.
Yeah, we need to watch that.
Yeah,
we've heard about that. So
it's
many times.
insane.
I watched every person who has seen it that we've talked to.
Yeah.
Like
Milad's been pushing Titan on us every time.
Julian,
yeah.
one of our other guests.
It came out like middle of last year, I think. Like early last year, early 2021. And I like went on a date to see it. And we were gonna get like sushi after. And then after we came out of the movie, she was like, Arya, just take me home.
Oh, no way.
And I came out, I was like, that was amazing. I was like, really?
Wow.
What a roller coaster.
What is it? What is it about?
It's about this girl who's like a psychopath, is all I could tell you.
I
go into a blind.
I remember watching the trailer when that shit came out and like just remembering it was even the trailer was like one of the most bizarre trailers I've seen in a minute.
All I'll say is car sex scene. But not like in the traditional sense.
Okay.
More of like the car is having sex.
Whoa.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
It's bizarre.
Is it Cars 54?
Yeah. It's the spin-off of Cars.
Of Cars?
Lightning McQueen getting
it on?
getting oiled up. You will come out of it confused. You'll be like, what just happened?
I'm surprised.
You'll see something at the end and you'll be like, did I just see that? Like what?
We have to make a pact. We all have to go see it together. None of us are watching it.
Yeah, I think it's on Prime right now.
No way.
Or HBO Max. It's on one of the streaming services.
Going to the Frida? Oh, we can go to the.
Oh, if it's showing in theaters, go watch it in theaters. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you watch it in theaters?
Yeah.
Like you said, was the audience? Did the audience react?
Yeah,
Like,
the audience was great because like people going to see those movies are there for those
that,
movies.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
usually like okay, I just saw the new movie Everything Everywhere All at
I
Once.
want to see that movie
how
so
was-
bad.
I was floored.
Oh,
It is
Really?
incredible.
wanna see
Like
that
I went
movie
into
so
it
bad.
knowing like I was gonna like it
Yeah.
from the trailers, but like, man, how good this movie is like you actually have to see it in theaters. And the crowd was like perfect. Everyone was so into it. Everyone's laughing, losing their minds at like what was happening. 10 out of 10. Would
I didn't
recommend.
even think that was out already.
A24
Oh, I
is
think
got
it's
it on
only
lock.
out in LA and New York right now. But like, I came out, I was like, I don't think I will see a better movie than this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, A24, man.
A24 is.
I actually,
Okay.
oh, nice. I didn't even realize.
I feel like every episode.
Wait, is that actually A24?
It's an A24 shirt.
No,
yeah.
every episode.
Okay, their
this
merch
guy
is
has
very
come.
pricey.
This shirt was $30, I believe.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
They just released like a Moonlight like 5-year anniversary like deluxe vinyl and it was like $190. I was like,
I bought the Green Knight vinyl.
oh, did you did?
Yeah.
That's a good one to have.
You have a lot of their merch.
Dude, I very much enjoy A24.
Yeah, I actually interviewed there once years ago.
For a job?
Yeah, for like an I think it was like an assistant role.
Yeah.
This was
I
like
mean, that's so cool.
yeah, this was like 2017 maybe. And if you guys seen Swiss Army Man?
No,
Oh.
but
Same
that's another-
directors as Everything Everywhere. The Daniels.
Really?
Okay.
They're called the Daniels because they both have the name Daniel.
Oh, that's funny.
They're not related,
Okay.
but so they just call themselves the Daniels. So
That's
like
sick.
on their trailers, there'll be like a new movie from the Daniels.
Okay.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. Their movies are incredible, but you know how like there's a corpse of Daniel
Yeah. Radcliffe.
Radcliffe. Wow.
Yeah.
Cut that little space out. That's gonna sound real bad.
No,
I
we'll
just had a
pause-
brain fart there.
We'll
They have
pause
a-
it and do
yeah.
everything.
They had a corpse. You know the corpse of Daniel Radcliffe
Yeah.
is like he's like a dead guy
Yeah.
in the movie. They asked me to sit on this couch, and next to me was the corpse. It was like this rubber like dummy,
version
and
of
I was
it.
just sitting there. I was like,
How did it feel?
weird.
It
And-
felt real.
if it was like a rubber, it felt kind of like skin. I was like, this is weird.
Ugh.
I was like, what if this is the interview?
That's just to see your reaction.
Yeah, which I actually like. Me and my friend shot a sketch based on this idea where like, what if the interview is like, you don't realize you're in the interview,
Yeah.
like, you know.
Yeah.
But
A24 would pull some shit like that.
yeah, but
Yeah.
it was the worst interview I like ever did.
Really?
Yeah,
like for you personally, or were you? They
for
were
me
with you?
personally,
Oh.
like it was a group interview,
Uh-huh.
and I don't know if you guys have ever done a group interview. It was like me and 2 other people in a room, and they went down and they asked each of us the same question. So like I would be last, and they'd ask like first guy really good answer, second guy really good answer. I'm like,
You can't repeat.
what the fuck am I supposed to say
Yeah,
now?
Yeah.
Never got that job, but like
Damn.
What was
Yeah.
the question? Do you remember the question?
it was like typical interview questions, but it was
Yeah.
like just the fact that like you have to go after 2 other people.
Yeah.
It's like, how am I supposed to do this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And
know?
especially if they're really good answers.
Yeah, and they were really good answers. I always wonder if one of those guys got the job because I was like, you guys deserve it. Yeah.
You should have got their names or something and see if
Yeah,
they're, like,
see
in
if they're
the top-
doing anything right now. Yeah.
exactly.
Dude, I would love to work at A24. Any job.
Yeah.
What's the other one that just came? What's the
X?
X?
I saw X too.
I saw
X is pretty good.
Yeah.
I didn't love it, but I was like, it's a pretty good horror movie.
It's good.
Did not. I jumped a couple times, but like, did not think it was like scary.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't think. Is it supposed to be scary though?
It's a horror
It's
movie.
technically it's
it?
a slasher.
But there's laughs in it, you know.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what I
totally.
thought. That's what I
Yeah,
thought.
Kid Cudi's pretty good in that.
Yeah.
Stay till after the credits.
Yeah.
Do
okay.
like normally
No, for this movie. Did you know
For
about
for
X.
X?
Yeah.
I didn't know until I got home, and then somebody uploaded the thing online.
Oh, it's on YouTube.
Yeah, it's somewhere. If you go on
Yeah.
if you go on the Reddit discussion thread, someone's put the link in there. Like a couple of them got taken down, but did you hear what it is?
It's well, I can.
I've seen it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah. It's like I don't know if it's like real, if they're actually trying to do it, or like it's just tongue in cheek. Okay, I could see them doing it. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's
Like
pretty crazy.
who would wait for a post-credit scene for like a
Yeah.
yeah.
It kind of reminded me of did you watch the Fear Street trilogy on Netflix? Okay, it kind of reminded me of that where they're like jumping around but like they're connected, Yeah.
Is it with the same actors? With Cuddy?
Yeah, because like, okay, so there's like a woman in the film. I'll say this non-spoilery, but there's a woman in the film who's like older,
Yeah.
and she like encounters like the young main actress, and she's like, "Oh, you remind me of myself." So the young actress is playing the old actress, like in her like past.
Oh, so we find out what happens to the old actress. Got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah,
Is
hold on.
A24?
I'm gonna just blow.
Hey, all good. Hey, you gotta do that.
Yeah, that movie.
I'm pulling up my phone because I see no, you have Letterboxd.
Yes, I do. I have all my ranking lists on there.
I have the app downloaded. I've made an account.
Yeah.
I've done none of the nothing else.
So
I need to get on it.
Letterboxd, I'm promoting it right now. Again, not sponsored, but hopefully soon.
But sponsor us.
Because we've talked about it almost every damn episode.
Yeah.
But what's your like favorite thing about Letterboxd?
I said, I love lists.
Yeah.
I love ranking things. So like it's very their interface is just really easy and to use. Like you could just drag films around on your list, and like it's very nice to look at.
Yeah, very, very pleasing to the
Yeah. It's
eye.
also like, let's say you forgot if you watched a movie, you could look back and be like,
Yeah,
oh, I did watch this.
Exactly. Is what's your favorite like John? Like, do you like A24 stuff or like what's?
I've tried to watch like every single A24 film, and I think I'm like
Trying to do that.
90% of the way there.
90%.
Yeah, maybe it's like escalated a lot over the years.
I didn't realize
but,
I
like,
went on I typed in like A24 and like their list of movies. There's like so many.
Yeah,
Like I didn't realize how many they
Right.
did, and like so many because like they don't promote it.
Right.
Like
but they only released like a few a year. Like in the beginning, it was like a couple in a year, and then like they got bigger
they
and
jumped up.
yeah. So then they're like releasing like 7 films in a year.
Have you seen the movie Lock?
Yeah.
Okay. Did
It's
you
a
like
great
that
one.
movie?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I haven't talked to a single other person who has seen that movie.
Yeah, a lot of people haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Or don't even know about like Tom Hardy just in a car by himself.
Yeah, that movie's amazing.
Wait, it's just him in a car.
Just him in a car. He's driving somewhere. You don't know where he's going, but
Yeah.
he's making phone calls to multiple people,
Wow, that's
and
a genius.
it's all connected.
Yeah.
And you like eventually you realize like why he's driving.
Yeah.
But for like the first like half hour, you're like, what is going on?
That's a
He-
genius.
like the
plot.
first scene
Yeah.
is him not in a car,
Yeah.
and the rest of the movie is him in a car.
It's like,
Dude.
did you ever see Buried? With who stars in Buried? Was it Ryan Reynolds? I think it was Ryan Reynolds.
Oh.
I think it was Ryan Reynolds. He's basically like wakes up. He's in a box underground, 6 feet underground. Doesn't know how he got there. Has to get out. You're in this box with him the entire movie.
Yo,
It's
What movie is this?
Buried.
I want to watch.
Is it an A24 movie?
I don't know. Actually, I
That's-
don't think it is,
yeah.
but I wouldn't be surprised if it was.
Wow, I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah, look it
That's-
up. See if it's Ryan Reynolds.
What is it called?
Buried.
Buried.
It's very claustrophobic. You're
Wow.
like literally in this tiny box.
And it's not a comedy, I'm assuming.
No, it's
Wow,
like
yeah,
a
Ryan
drama.
Reynolds.
It is Ryan Reynolds.
Okay. Yeah,
Buried.
no comedy. He's very serious in it.
Director Rodrigo Cortez. Is this A24?
I don't know.
No.
I don't
The
think.
poster is sick
interesting.
though. We'll put the poster right here.
Yeah. Let me see the poster.
That is actually pretty cool.
Oh
Him
yeah.
in the box.
Yeah.
That's basically how the movie is.
Another A24 movie that I also have not talked to anyone who has seen is Enemy.
And
What do
it's
you mean?
Crazy.
Enemy's so good.
I
But
guess
it's
I just
Denis
haven't.
Villeneuve.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Jake
Yeah.
Gyllenhaal,
Denis Villeneuve
my
is
Yeah.
favorite,
Louis,
my favorite
whatever.
actor
Yeah.
of all time.
I just want to say I have arachnophobia. I'm not happy with him for that.
No,
Yeah.
Denny
Yeah.
is one of my top 5 directors. of all
Yeah,
time.
he's incredible. I don't think he's missed.
I don't
yeah.
think so either. Yeah. it
What's your favorite film of his?
I love Prisoners.
I was gonna say
That's
Prisoners.
top for
I was
me.
gonna
I
say
love
Prisoners.
Yeah.
like I always
Jake Gyllenhaal.
I saw that maybe like 2 years ago or 3 years ago, and it was like what 2012. It was like early, like
it
think
was
it came out
early
2013.
2010s.
yeah. But I remember
2013.
like
I think
I
is
always
right.
remember seeing the poster, and I was like, I don't know why I thought
Yeah.
this as younger, but I was like, oh, it looks cheesy and blah blah blah, and then I watched it like
yeah.
when I
That's
watched
That's
it.
like Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal at like their best.
Yeah,
God,
yeah,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
I'm surprised
Yeah.
like they haven't got like awards for that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie saw like no award love.
Yeah, like
It's insane. Just like Green Knight. Green Knight, 0 nominations,
Yeah, I
which
don't-
is
Yeah.
blows my mind.
And then Paul Dano's in Prisoners, and then
Yeah.
now he's in Batman.
Yeah.
Like,
I actually saw a list on Slash Film recently where they ranked the all the times Paul Dano gets the shit beat out of him and whether he deserved it or not.
he definitely deserved it.
No, he didn't deserve it
Wait,
because well,
Oh no!
yeah,
no
it's a
spoilers.
spoiler, yeah.
I forgot. No, but he did. You're right.
But
you're-
multiple times he gets the shit beat out
yeah,
of him.
yeah,
in
yeah,
Prisoners.
I forgot
Yeah.
who actually really did the crime in prison.
Yeah.
You know?
Although the number one time was when he gets the shit beat out of him in There Will Be Blood.
There Will Be
Yeah.
Blood. Yeah. Oh my God, that movie's incredible too.
Yeah.
Jesus. What's your, if you were to direct a movie, you got the budget and everything,
my
what would
God.
be the
Like
genre?
one that, what would be, okay, that's easier.
Or
Question.
what were you gonna think?
No, I thought you were gonna ask me like which movie would I have wanted to direct.
Oh, okay.
Two
I mean,
questions.
obviously Star Wars. I'd be like
Okay, there you
a
go.
billionaire right now.
Okay.
You know.
But if we gave you the budget right now, Garage Sessions gave you the budget to make a movie.
Man, I think it'd be really fun to make a superhero movie, but I think I would make like just a straight drama. My goal in life is I want to make something that makes people cry.
Okay.
Because like then I know I did something right.
Yeah.
Like I used to
emotions,
as a kid I like grew up doing magic tricks, and like my favorite part about doing magic tricks was like seeing people's reactions.
yeah, I
Yeah.
love that.
So like that's where I got the joy out of doing magic tricks. So it's like that's the same now for like films
Yeah.
where I get joy when I'm showing people my films. I'm like watching their reactions to see like how they're being affected by it. So like if I can get people to cry, like
That's your main goal.
I will have succeeded.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's sick as fuck.
Do we want to ask him the
Yeah.
question of the
Question of
the
month.
doors and wheels question,
or the 100,000.
or the we could do
We're gonna
either
do
one
both.
or both?
We're gonna do
Yeah.
both for you.
Okay, Arya, would you rather have? We've asked a lot of our guests these
I feel like
questions.
I know where this is going.
Would you rather have $100,000 today,
Okay.
Garage
All at
Sessions.
once.
Yeah, Garage Sessions
Or
gave you that money.
in 2 years? Would
Yeah.
you rather have $1 million given to you in 2 years?
2 years.
Okay, great.
Because like
consistent answers.
yeah,
Consistent
because like
answers.
I don't need money right now. Maybe
Yeah.
if I was desperate, I'd be like, I need that today.
Yeah.
But like I'm doing okay financially, so
Yeah.
it's like just keep saving up and then get the million, and I'll have like $1 million plus whatever I've saved up.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to change our question.
Yeah.
Because
That
every-
one's
Yeah,
a pretty.
you should ask a harder one. Like, would you rather piss out a brick or shit out nails?
Oh fuck it! I love this dude already.
Okay, you can.
That's amazing.
You probably want to cut this question out, but there's a really fucked up one I can tell you.
No,
where-
we're keeping it
Where
in. Say
it's
it.
like if you're. This is better to ask like a guy.
Okay.
But would you if you're
I-
standing naked,
Uh-huh.
your sister's in front of you, your mom's behind, your dad is sorry, your mom's in front of you, your dad's behind you, you're all naked.
Uh-huh.
Would you rather thrust forward or pull back?
Oh, I've heard this one. one.
Okay.
We're going there right now.
Okay.
I love this episode.
I don't know about that one. I don't know.
You don't have to answer.
Sink through the floor. Sink through
Yeah.
the floor. Wow.
trying to-
Anyways, me and my friends also had a sketch group that we did for a year. Segue.
Yeah. So we
is
that was
perfect.
one thing because we saw
Wait,
all
are we
the
gonna answer or not? You gonna answer that question?
that
Yeah.
we're answering that
Yeah.
question.
Yeah, you can't back away now. You can't back out now.
Thrust forward, or I don't know, man.
I can't even come to. No, we'll go back. We'll go back. One more question. You said shit out a brick or what?
No,
Shit
piss
out,
out a
piss
brick.
out a brick or shit out nails.
It's too much. It's too
I
much.
might do the
I
nail.
broke you guys.
I might do
It's
the
too-
nails.
The
I
nails?
think I would do the nails.
Cause it's a bigger hole.
Yeah.
It is. Honestly, if you think about it,
Okay.
how you gonna piss
Okay.
out a brick? That shit, it's gone.
How you gonna shit out nails? This is already this.
The nails are coming out sideways.
Okay.
Sideways. Why you gotta change the? Why you gotta go more
Okay.
detail?
Yeah, I think I don't too much.
Either
It's a lot.
one.
Too much.
Either one. We're
They should ask that at interviews.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should. We should
Like
have
that's
you.
how you can tell someone's character. Like
you
the
should
crazy
write
questions.
our questions.
yeah.
Put them under the spot. Make it like the Eric Andre show.
Yeah,
They're just very uncomfortable.
Yeah, very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. I'm gonna keep those. Yeah, because those the 100. I feel like now it's like an easy thing. We
Yeah.
always said though, like with the 100,000, it probably just depends on like
Yeah.
how you are right now or
Mhm.
your location.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
all that. Well, we could ask the wheels.
You could you could add like stipulations to it. Like,
That's
would
true.
you rather have 100,000 now, but like this
Oh
is
yeah, but
you know,
so and so, yes.
or $1 million
this
in
and
2
this.
years, but
But this
You know.
That's true.
happens.
Yeah.
See, this is the difference between a 22 and 21-year-old and then a 29.
I've lived a life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
I've
lived a life.
I've pissed some bricks in my
Oh
life.
yeah, so he has his answer for that question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you talking about? Until
I was gonna. We watched the comedy skits,
Yeah.
which
Oh,
are
yeah.
really good. Are
Castle
the-
Park Kids.
Yeah. Did you write those?
We wrote them together, the three
Okay.
of us.
Yeah.
That was also with Theo and then our other
Mhm.
friend Austin, who we all went
Yeah.
to high school together.
Mhm.
And like we had always like all wanted to do this like separately, but then we were like, let's just do it. I tried with like multiple other people that just weren't committed. You just need the right people to like start a sketch group with. And like we set this goal at the beginning of like, let's do this for a year, releasing one every single week. You know, we met our goal. We did 56 in a year. Yeah. Sorry, not in a year, just like 56 weeks. Yeah. Never missed a Sunday release. Wow. But like in the beginning, I think I had just been unemployed. So like I was changing jobs. So I had 2 weeks and we're like, let's just shoot a shit ton of sketches at once. So just like you guys do with the podcast, it's like we had this back catalog. Yeah. And it's like, then we could decide like, okay, when do we want to release what? It was only towards like the end of the go where we started like running out of ideas and like we were doing filming sketches like the week of, and it was getting a lot harder to like keep up. Yeah. When you don't have like this back catalog going for you.
Wait, so that was when COVID started?
2017.
2017. Yeah. Okay.
Which we didn't really get many viewers, but like we had a lot of fun, learned a lot like doing that.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, totally.
I was that brought with comedy and stuff, and then you brought up who were we talking about, the controversial movie that you said was funny?
Woody Allen,
like that, like, are you that type of person that can like separate the artist from the art? Are you that type of person? Or
well,
are you
I mean, sometimes you can see in the art like
the
person, you know, like look, if you like look back at like Louis C.K., you know, like the hints were all there. You know, if you go back and like watch the show, you're like, oh, you were telling us. You were secretly but the same with like Woody Allen. Like, have you ever watched Manhattan?
Yeah, I watched bits and pieces.
Okay, so it's like an older man like dating like a 16-year-old, and you're like, which like growing up, you like watch it, you're like, oh, this is like back in the day, people watched it like this is so charming. And now you look at it, you're like, oh, what the fuck? Who let this happen? Yeah, I mean, still a really well made film, but like that alone is like, what the fuck? Yeah, you know. But you know, it's not in all his films that it's like that. But yeah.
The movie that was about to come out with Chloe Grace Moretz was literally that exact plot, wasn't it? And then it got pulled.
Which one was that?
Okay, there was a movie that he was about to drop in black and white. I think it had Chloe Grace Moretz and like a few other people, but like because of like that coming to light, that movie did not get released.
Got it. Or maybe they released it in Europe. Maybe I think I had heard about that because I know like he's like still gets showings in Europe and stuff.
Wow. Yeah.
Europe is a whole different ballpark. I feel like
Europeans are weird.
To all our European watchers.
All of them. Yeah. All three of them.
There's literally a dozen of them.
But you can't. But for you can most of the time separate.
Yeah, because it's like it doesn't discount the feelings I felt like when I watched or listened to that song, you know, and like the art still stands as like what it is, but now it like has greater context to it.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and you're like looking for those things. Like look at people that are like, oh, I can't listen to Kanye because of like who he is.
Yeah.
It's like you were listening to Kanye like when the music has not changed.
Yeah, exactly. You know? That's a big for me. Like a big when I talk about this, like people always bring up the examples of like Michael Jackson, Chris Brown, Kanye.
I was gonna say like I think the only person is like Chris Brown, but also his music sucks. So, and I don't know how he still has like a crazy fan base. Like, women love him, and it like
you don't think he has like a few bangers? Like
back in the day, maybe like Run It. Like
okay,
yeah.
Like Kiss,
if Run
Kiss.
It comes on, I'm gonna like lose my shit. Like Kiss, yeah. But like he releases a lot of music. I think like 2 years ago he released like a 45 track album. I'm like,
wow.
Yeah, just for like streaming numbers. He was playing the game.
Something about moon.
Yeah, I had like his. Yeah,
it was like a purple moon.
I skimmed through the whole thing because, like, again, I listen to everything.
Yeah.
I was just like, none of this is good.
Yeah, I kind of felt
like at least like if you're gonna be like canceled, like he was. Like
at least
make something good. You know, like make me want to be like, oh, it's so hard to like support him. No, it's very easy to not support him because he's a piece of shit and his music sucks.
What about Michael Jackson though? Michael Jackson's a go-to for me.
I think Michael Jackson's situation is a lot more complicated.
It is more complicated.
There's a lot of stuff there, and it's like a lot of times like I've gotten in the mindset of like trying not to talk about things that I don't know about because like
that's smart.
I'll have like a friend. I'll have a friend like who always like pins me about like things happening in the world, and I'm like certain things I'm like I just don't know.
Yeah.
Like I don't, and he like takes it as if like I'm avoiding the question, but it's like, why would I talk about something I don't know anything
No,
about?
Yeah.
You know?
That's what sometimes like I want to talk about things, but I like even like politics. Like we don't talk about politics at all, not because we want to avoid it, but because for me, when it becomes politics, it becomes so complicated for me, and I'm like over it by the time it. It
just depends on who you're talking to, I guess. If you're talking the right, and most people you talk to about politics like aren't similar to the way you talk about politics. Yeah. So it's like you might like bang heads and just like not be a fun conversation.
Yeah. But then when I say like I don't really know what's going on, then people will be like, "Oh, you don't care about the government, and you don't care about America." And I'm like, all right, it's all complicated. But like even with the Michael Jackson, like. Right. Yeah, it's so complicated.
But like Michael Jackson's incredible. Like his music is every time nuts.
He's one of my go-tos.
Yeah. You watch his like live performance, you're like, you're wild.
Yeah. And his music videos, like I don't think no one will ever come close to like the production and like quality of his music videos.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of incredible music videos out there. Like I have like some go-tos that I always like show people. I'm like, let me blow your mind a little bit.
Yeah. Mine is Smooth Criminal music video.
Okay, that's a good one.
I like.
You ever listen to The Blaze? The Blaze. Not to be mixed up with whatever bullshit Tommy Lauren was on, but completely unrelated. They're like a duo from France, and they like direct their own music videos. And just go watch like Territory by The Blaze. Blow your mind.
Okay,
gotta keep that in mind.
Really incredible.
Territory by The Blaze. That's sick. We'll do one last question.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We'll do that. It was a very long debate.
The doors?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, do you think there's more doors in the world or more wheels in the world?
Oh, that's a really good question.
Yeah.
See, that's a good one.
The thing that we were getting hung up on is classifying what is a door and what is a wheel.
Yeah.
Like, would you say that is a door?
Like the
these
cabinets.
right here on the
That?
left?
Yeah, those are doors.
Okay. See, so some people...
I think a door is like it's not like just something you can walk through. A door is like an actual physical object.
Okay.
Well, when you take that door off the hinges, what do you call it?
A door. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a door.
So we did when we did it last time. I think it was Jules was classifying a door as something you could like walk through.
I mean, that's called an entrance.
Okay.
Whoa.
I agree with this one. Whoa. I agree with that. Yeah.
A door is a physical. If you look up in the dictionary what a door is, they're gonna tell you like that.
No, she brought that up because I think there was an article or a couple articles that were stating that the debate is something you have to walk into. I don't think
look up the dictionary definition of it right now.
Look up
Let's get this on camera.
Let's get it on. Let's put this debate to end. Let's go. It's gonna. What am I looking up? Door definition.
Yeah. What if we're like embarrassed right now?
Yeah. A hinged, sliding, or revolving barrier at the entrance to a building, room, or vehicle, or in the framework of a cupboard. So a cupboard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who is it that said this? The entrance thing?
Jules, our producer.
Jules.
She
I don't know who you are.
She's our producer. She's the one that emailed you.
But it's a hinged piece of wood or metal, not an entrance.
Watch, we get it wrong.
Shout out to Jules.
I was so afraid you're gonna look it up, and I was gonna be like, an entrance you walk through. I was like, oh shit.
No, watch us be wrong. It wasn't Jules that said it's like Brandon.
Oh yeah.
She takes the blame.
Yeah, she takes the
She
hit.
starts getting like social media like shit thrown at her, like how could you say this?
Yeah, from the 40 people that we have subscribed.
Yeah.
We love you guys.
Wow, that's funny.
Okay, so but yeah, a hinged, sliding, or revolving barrier at the entrance to a building, room.
Oh,
but it says barrier at the entrance to a building, room.
It's
or
like
vehicle.
something that's like
Or in the
covering an entrance, you know,
Yeah.
like basically. But I think it has to be hinged or like sliding.
Yeah.
I don't know if like, I guess like if the door isn't hinged, but it's like in front of it, I think it's like you just have to like move it away.
Yeah.
So it's like, can a rock be a door? No, a rock is a rock.
Another definition is usually swinging or sliding barrier by which an entry is closed and open.
Yeah.
I think so.
So a rock could be a door?
So with this information, doors are wheels.
You know, before I answer that, I always like occasionally I'll just think of like in my head, it'll just hit my head. I'll be like, wow, it's crazy. I bet like at every given, there's never not someone yawning. Or there's never not someone like having sex or like, you know, just
at this moment.
Yeah, like there's always someone like
doing anything.
There's never been like for like
Wow.
For as long as like humans have been around, there's never been a moment of silence.
Very true.
Yeah, just like things like that will pop in my head of like, that's crazy.
Wow, yeah. See, that's a good one. That's a really
Like,
good one.
The difference between a 22-year-old.
To be fair, I've had these thoughts since I was like 22.
Okay.
I've been having like a
so
midlife.
maybe it's a good way we're starting.
I've been having a midlife crisis since I was like 17.
Oh, there it is. Okay, so we're
but
getting there. We're getting there.
yeah, it's like at every given moment, there's not someone
doing.
There's always someone drinking water.
True.
Yeah.
True. Smoking.
There's
weed.
always
I like
someone
that one.
smoking weed. There's always someone taking a shot. You
I
know,
like that one.
there's always someone.
doing acid.
Yeah, tying up their shoelaces.
Tying up the shoelaces. I went a little darker, but
Yeah, that too. But doors or wheels? I'd say doors because there aren't cars everywhere or modes of transportation.
Right.
But
That's
doors
literally
are
what
everywhere.
okay, but you
Dude.
got to think about toy cars, strollers.
Damn, I didn't even think of toys.
Strollers, baby strollers that don't even have doors. See,
You think
I
you think it's wheels?
I think it's wheels. Yeah, I've been saying
This
wheels.
is gonna tear apart friendships.
Yeah.
This is a really good question.
I've been saying it's wheels, and
Yeah.
then I've been looking more online of what people have been saying, and more people have been saying wheels. So I have
know.
been.
I wonder if there's any way to like. There's no way
There
to
isn't.
like.
There isn't.
Maybe wheels. You could start with like how many cars there are in the world. You know.
And then there are a few. There's a lot of cars that only have 2 doors but 4 wheels, or motorcycles.
Okay.
That don't have doors. Boo 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 boo.
We'll never know.
We'll never know.
Well, we need to hire at
Or
least.
as Kanye said, I guess we'll never know.
Yeah.
And that's how we will end this.
We'll end it with a
session.
Kanye quote from
Yes.
now on.
Yes.
Every
session.
Yeah.
We'll end it with a Kanye
Yeah.
quote. Well,
Yep.
thanks for coming on, man.
Thank you, Arya.
It
Yeah.
was a
Thanks for having me.
pleasure to
Please, anytime ask me, I'll be
Yeah, it
back.
was a pleasure to have you on. Talk about everything and anything. If you are watching,
If you're on Spotify, go to YouTube.
Yeah.
We'll link Arya's website. You can watch all of his work.
Yeah, exactly. No freestyle session unless you want to freestyle. You want to freestyle?
I've written lyrics down because like I tried to do a music project back in the day,
There.
but like
Freestyle rap.
I'm not good at freestyling at all.
I meant like freestyle dance because we have our dancers freestyle, but you can also
okay.
freestyle rap.
Maybe next time.
Another time.
Part 2.
It's not ready to be released.
Okay,
Okay,
part 2.
okay.
You don't want to destroy that, like Polo G's career. You know?
Exactly.
You don't
Like
wanna,
I'm worried about him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want him to grow a little
The
bit.
bar is
like,
really high right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But like we said, if you go on YouTube, we'll link all his stuff. But if you are listening on Spotify, Apple, you want to throw your tags out, like what's your gram? What's your Instagram?
At Arya Zarifi.
There it is.
AryaZarifi.com, playpretendmedia.com.
There it is.
hello@playpretendmedia.com. Send us an email, say hi, pay us some money to make some shit.
Yeah, and
Nice.
pay and get some really fire quality shit too. So. Also, what's the letterbox too?
My letterbox, I think it's Trackmay.
Trackmate.
TRACKMAY.
Get that
Cool.
too. And that is it.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening, watching on this session, and we will see you next
See
Monday.
you next Monday.
Just do the damn thing. We're
Later.
out.